Welcome guys, today we have a special video. This week somehow BMW chief Markus Flansch announced that there will be a more off-road focused boxer bike on the market soon. And Motorrad, the newspaper in Germany for bikes, has previously, I think a year or 2 years ago, shown some pictures. I have taken them now on my iPad and I will show you a little bit what are my thoughts about the bike, what are my impressions, in which way this bike will go. Will it be a new HP2 Enduro? As you know, I am a big fan. I own by my own. In my garage I have 5 HP2s, so I know a little bit about these bikes, and maybe we will find some similarities to the new R12. They call it GS, let's say. No one knows what they will call it. Maybe Scrambler, maybe Urban GS again. Nobody knows. So let's have a look on the bike when it is staying. So we see here the bike. It has the header of the new R9T, so the engine and so on will be for sure the same. Also the frame looks quite similar on the pictures from where I see this, because everything is black, but here over this blue intake pipe you see this adjustment for the preload of the spring. So as some of you maybe know, they have done a new R9T on the market and the frame and engine is looking like that. So you see header looks the same, of course, for the new regulations that we have on the market for emissions and so on. Then you see this frame. The rear shock is built a little bit different than previously on the old R9Ts or on the HP2. This design looks more like on the R900RR, so the old and last boxer rally bike that was built. And I think with this design they make more space for the wheel, so that you can mount a bigger wheel on the back. And yeah, so maybe they will do it, because some people say it will have an 18-inch rear wheel. What I can say from the pictures, I wouldn't say that, because you see here the swing arm, and the swing arm is quite short compared to a HP2, for example. When you compare the HP2 swing arm here on this picture, it's quite long, or longer than the swing arm on the R12. Let's call it GS. And then what I have seen on the pictures is this one is quite a little bit special, because I think this is an older prototype that they have done. Because when you compare this one, it has different headers, so the new engine. It has also the new frame, as I said before. This one has the old frame, the old engine in it, and the whole old swing arm in it. So this one is for sure an old prototype picture, and for sure not actual anymore. This one is the real, actual, and more modern one that will be maybe something like that on the market. So yeah, I think everyone that is a little bit reading some motorcycles newspaper has seen these pictures and is in BMW bikes or into BMW bikes. And yeah, you see here a really nice seat, so a little bit like an Enduro seat. What for me is a little bit hard to say how the seat and the riding experience will be when you stand up and when you sit, because you see here the fuel tank, it's quite wide. The bike is from, when you look on the foot pegs to the seat height, a little bit also not the biggest. It has a lot of clearance underneath the engine. Yes, I agree. It has a 21-inch front wheel. That's something you can see. The suspension looks also, something they have. Where I suppose to say, and this is just only my opinion, it will be nothing ridiculous like the HP2 Enduro, because the HP2 Enduro was really, as it says in its name, an Enduro bike. And this bike I don't see to be such a big Enduro bike. It will be more in the range between the old urban GS, this one. So this one had not so much clearance. It had a normal wheel set on the bike, and now they will go a little bit maybe more aggressive, like a more off-road oriented bike, but it will be definitely nothing like this bike. It's for sure. I hope I am wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm quite right about this, what I'm saying now. And then I have taken the new R12 that was presented, and then you see that here the frame a little bit, and then the adjustments and the swing arm. And yeah, I think this swing arm will be reused again. They will not do a new swing arm on the bike, and it will be something between this bike and the Urban GS. So I think it will be a more Urban GS than a HP2 Enduro. So it will be more like it will be able to ride off-road. I don't say anything, it's not doable. Urban GS can also ride off-road. Basically all bikes can do it, but it's so that you need a little bit more travel. Okay, yeah, it will have the travel on the suspension. It will be for sure not a light bike. It will be over the 200 kilograms for sure. So yeah. And this one I would say now is the most off-road bike that BMW offers to us enduro riders, let's say off-road riders. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to make a challenging bike for this one, as this one should sell also, and the other one will be more like a hipster off-road bike, I would call it. But I'm really curious, what are your thoughts about this bike, and what's your opinion? Will something like that happen? If Markus Flansch says they do something, then I'm pretty sure they will. But my opinion, as I said, it will be an urban GS, just with a better travel of the suspension and so on. And nothing really more, let's say. Here you see a little bit a naked version, more naked version. So give me your feedback in the comments. Subscribe, please. Like or dislike, but please like the video. Give me more input. What you are thinking about this bike. What makes for you to feel, no, this will be the new HP2 Enduro. I'm really open to discussions in the comment section. And yeah, I hope you like this video. And this is quite spontaneous made, so I would say let's say goodbye with this beautiful HP2 Enduro picture. Have a nice week, have a nice weekend, and happy Easter to everyone.